Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am the Chordic, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about Fallout 76 and the Wastelanders DLC. So from E3, we heard about this DLC is going to add NPCs, so freaking finally, right? They should have had NPCs in there in the first place, but it's nice that they're finally going to add them. I've been playing Fallout 76 for a while, because, I mean, it is a Fallout game, I'm a Fallout fan. It's kind of like the worst one, but you know, I'm still a Fallout fan, so I still enjoy Fallout 76. It does have some fun moments in it. So, but with this Wastelanders DLC, I think it will bring a lot of people back to the game for the ones that have bought it and the ones that have kept it. And so the fact that they're gonna have all these like dialogue options and dialogue trees and all that, and you could talk to NPCs and have some consequences, it's pretty nice. So what's gonna happen is that these NPCs are going to be in certain instance areas, so when you go into that area, whether someone else in their playthrough killed that NPC, it won't affect that NPC for you. So that NPC will still be standing there. So which makes me wonder, let's say you're in a team, right? And your buddy killed this guy or this girl in like their playthrough of that instance, right? So that does that mean that if he's with you in that instance, does that mean he won't be able to see that NPC there, or the NPC would be dead lying there, but then that NPC would be alive for you? So, but it would be like invisible, maybe? You know what I mean, to your buddy? So this is something that I'm kind of thinking about how they're gonna, you know, handle this. But they also talked about during E3 in talking about the Wastelanders DLC is that they're gonna add companions. Okay, so they're gonna have companions, and that they're gonna be romanceable. Now, these companions can't walk around with you in the rest of the world in, you know, adventure mode, right? But they can, you know, go on their missions with you, right? So if they tell you to go on these certain missions, and they could go with you on those missions, probably in certain instance areas. And then once you complete them, maybe like they'll romance you. But what happens after that? Okay, so let's say a lot of people have the same romance companion, right? Well, apparently we're going to be able to keep them in our camps, right? If we go to other people's camps, will we see that companion in those camps? Like, wouldn't it be kind of weird, like, if you, say, romanced a companion, right, one of the NPCs that are added during the Wastelanders DLC, and you romance one of them and put them in your camp, but then other players come visit your camp. Could they see your companion? Could they interact with your companion, right? How would your companion, what role would they fill in your camp? Would they be like more of like a kind of just walking around and maybe give you some, you know, romance perks, or maybe some, say, like defensive perks for your camp? Maybe they fight off Scorch Beasts and stuff, and could they die from the Scorch Beasts, or die, I'm just saying Scorch Beasts as in like enemies, like if enemies come into your camp, could they die, right? So that's kind of like one of the concerns I have, so I wonder how they're going to handle that, as well as, before I was about to mention, like if we have the same romance companion as, say, someone else, wouldn't it be kind of weird walking into someone's camp and seeing your lover, and you're like, wait a minute, why are you in this guy's camp? You know what I mean? So, or is it, again, like the instances, are they just going to be invisible, but only visible to the player? So like if we go to our camp, even with our whole team, let's say we're in a 4-stack, right? And we go to my camp, right? Would I be the only one able to see my own companion or my lover or whatever, and the rest of my team wouldn't be? Like, I wonder how this is going to be handled, because apparently from this from the E3 interview, they stated that like they're working out the kinks and working out how all this is gonna work. But yeah, like the romance companions, like going back to that same place and where you find the companion, and like just to get like the perks, the lover perks or whatever, and then go travel out, and then having to travel back, and I feel like that would just be a little tedious. So the fact that they, you know, could go to your camp at least, okay, maybe that's a little bit better, right? You don't have to pay to fast travel or anything. And that's where all your stuff is anyway, so I mean, it makes sense, right? Have your companion be at your camp. I think that what they should do, if you are able to see other people's companions, other people's lovers, is that maybe you should be able to design your own companion. Maybe they'd still have the same backstory, of course, like the same missions and stuff, so technically the same person, but not really. Maybe you could design their name to be something else. Maybe you can design their character to look a different way, so from like the character, you know, creation you could design what your lover looks like. That way it doesn't feel weird walking into another camp and seeing, you know, your lover in someone else's camp. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you cheated on me, you know what I mean? I feel like could be one way they could work this out, but it's kind of interesting that they are going to add romanceable companions in this game. I honestly thought that they were going to go some different route where they would add, like, say maybe like a friend of yours could be a romance companion, like another player. That's what I thought that they were going to do, but no, they're actually going to have companions in the game and have them be able to be at your camps. So no matter what, even when your friends aren't online, you'll have like a romance companion, which makes sense, and I honestly prefer, because like that, and then they're always there, right? Post in the comment section below your guys' thoughts and feelings with the romance companions. Like, I'm just worried that, you know, there's only gonna be a few companions that are gonna be romanceable, and then there's gonna be like that one, the best looking or something, and that's like what everyone's gonna end up picking, you know, and then you're gonna walk around to every single camp and just see that same character walking around, you know what I mean? So I just feel like maybe they should make it a little bit unique to each player and have that NPC look maybe a little bit different. Maybe when they spawn, they look a certain way for that character, and maybe you can't change it afterwards, who knows? But maybe you should be able to create your companion. So maybe they have the same backstory, right, as anyone else going through those quests, but like you could design them to make it look different, and then, you know, look different to being a little bit more suitable for you, and to be, you know, not as weird when you go to travel other people's camps, unless obviously those people's camps and their companions are invisible, right? The companions are invisible. They're just walking around, which would be feeling weird if you're like just, you know, walking into something and there's nothing there. It's just a person, right? But you know it's their companion, but you can't talk or interact with this invisible like barrier. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, post in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings about this. What are your thoughts? How they're gonna, you know, handle this companion situation? How they're gonna handle the romance option? Would you be able to give your companion like armor and stuff? They said during the interview that they aren't, during E3, that they currently don't have that ability to. You don't have that ability to give your companion armor and weapons and stuff. But maybe they'll add that. So that would be kind of interesting. That would be nice. So you'd be able to give your companion armor, certain outfits, certain weapons. That would be pretty nice. But I really hope they do that. And if not on release, then hopefully in a future patch they enable that. So post in the comment section below. I love your faces. Can't wait to see you next time. And peace off. Thank you very much.